Welcome to the democracy sausage minus sausage. No sausages here. Hangout. No free sausages. No $5 sausages. Zero sausages in this democracy hangout. Link is in the description to come and hang out. Join the hangout by clicking the link in the description. Apparently, you need to use Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, which is no different from back in the day Hangout, so it's all normal. All normal. Cannot send link. Or at least not. I used to use Google Plus to send a link to everybody. Pretty sure it doesn't exist anymore, so just chuck the link in the description. And I remember back in the day where people didn't, or they put the link in the description and then they get banned or whatever because someone comes in. But that's irrelevant now because all that happened was they couldn't monetize their videos for like 6 months. Or just, I'm not monetizing any videos, so it's irrelevant. So hit the links in the description. Feel free to join and chat. Or you could just type in the chat or whatever. Yeah, election time. I remember the last election. I was in a hangout for that. That was good. But yeah, we'll see if anyone comes in. So I'll chuck this hangout on my normal channel as opposed to Moto Radio. Just to potentially have more people, maybe not. You know, just see the hangout. Apparently, Labor's gonna win. Which actually, I think in the last federal election I voted Labor anyway, and then Labor lost or whatever. Yeah. Looks like Labor's winning in my electorate. I put Labor second. But I didn't put Liberal. I put Liberal last and Labor second. So my vote probably won't count anyway. But they'll win my electorate anyway, so. Does it matter if you vote for a little party and then it doesn't matter as long as you put like a major party second. Or someone will probably win outright anyway, so it doesn't matter anyway. So They should do free sausage sizzles. Otherwise, you might as well just go to Bunnings and go to a polling booth. What is this? Apparently, Liberal is ahead. Maybe. Yeah, Google Plus doesn't exist anymore, does it? I don't think it does. Oh, let me just try plus.google. This is on the website, plus.google.com. Google Plus is no longer available for personal and brand accounts. Blah, 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 blah. No, it doesn't exist. Link's in the description anyway if anyone wants to join. Just click on the link. If you click on the link on your phone, it'll pop up Hangouts. Phone, it'd probably work better on a phone than a computer. What is this? I'm refreshing this page that says election results. Let's refresh. It claimed 62 coalition, 58 to Labour, and then you scroll down, like right underneath that, it says 58 to Labour and 51 to Liberal. Why does it say 62 up there? It's weird. Looks like we have one seat to the Greens. 11 seats to National Party? What's the National Party? National Australia Party? And one seat to Qatar's Australia Party. And 2 independents. Okay. And then 26 seats in doubt. So that's a lot of seats. Was it 11? 16 seats that are not Labour or Liberal. Okay. So where's this page I was going to read out? Funny things people have heard at polling booths today. There's a kid said, "Dad, I thought you said we were going boating." Right? We're going boating, apparently. Another one is, can't believe Greens are handing out printed how to vote flyers. That's not environmentally friendly. Oh, this is like stand-up comedy here. Is there a fine for voting twice? Some bonkers people out there must do it. Let's go vote at the church and see what happens. Someone heard that. Someone say that? Okay. What else we got here? I think I'd rather pay the fine. Did you know it's only $40? So I can imagine that being said in the lineup, if there was a lineup. I went and there was no lineup. Not at all. I went straight in, straight to the desk, grabbed the paperwork, out I go. It was easy. $10 for 2 democracy sausages. That's an expensive vote, someone said. But yeah, there was a news thing about there was a $5 for sausages somewhere. Yeah, no. Should be free, but obviously it's like volunteers and they're trying, just like at Bunnings, and they're trying to get money. So some young person said, "Mum, can we go? It feels weird being here on the weekend." They don't want to be at school on the weekend. What else we got? Someone at a booth in Melbourne turns around and says, "Can anyone find Jacinda Ardern on the ballot?" Obviously, that's the New Zealand Prime Minister or whatever. So they're not going to be on our ballots. Someone told their kid that we have to go vote for peanuts. And then they got to the voting centre and the kid said to someone, "We're voting for peanuts." It's okay. I got the Liberal how to vote sheet. All we have to do is reverse the numbers. Do we actually hear people say these things? Okay. Alright. Someone handing out how to vote flyers says, "Do you think your votes will inspire change?" Two people walking by loudly say, "No." One of them follows up with, "We'll have a new PM in a year anyway." Oh no. Some public school in New South Wales sold out of sausages and are only serving bacon and egg rolls. People are not happy. No sausages left. You're kidding. I voted I deserve a sausage. While someone else said, go to Coles and get some more. Yeah, come on. Mum's first voting in 10 years. I don't like any of them. Followed by, is there a sausage sizzle at every polling booth? Yeah, here we go. Someone said, I thought the sausage sizzles were free. Yeah, exactly. It should be. But no, obviously it's run by charities or whatever, and then they try and get money. Like at Bunnings. Someone in New South Wales walks up to a Labor volunteer and asks how to vote for the Liberal candidate. She can't speak great English. I vote for him, yes. Is he the government one? The barbecue's not open yet. I wanted a freedom sausage. It's a democracy sausage, not a freedom sausage. Oh yeah, this isn't the land of the free. No, we get fined if we don't vote. So below the line, you have to tick at least 12 boxes. Someone said, is the ballot paper getting longer? I actually thought it was quite short. I don't know. Seemed like there wasn't as many as before. Like, what was there one year? The one time there was the what's that? The party with the motorsport party or whatever it was called. But that wasn't on there. So I just felt that it was shorter than usual. I don't know. Overheard in Bondi. The fine is only $20. I'll just pay that. Told he should make his vote count, he said. I will later, but I'm looking for the dog party. Some voters in Darlinghurst were not exactly enthusiastic. Oh, we didn't miss it, they said at 4:30 p.m. In the electorate of Sydney, the mother explained to her young child, "This is Newtown and people don't tend to vote Liberal." Okay. Oh no, that's all we have. This is why voting shouldn't be compulsory. People don't care like they should, nor do they take it seriously. Heard in the next compartment. Oh, these are comments in the story. In a Queensland pond roof, I'm filling every square in the Senate paper so that I can put Fraser Anning last. So, oh yeah, oh yeah. I wonder what was he under? I don't know. I never looked underneath the line. That's a funny one. Oh, we have a joiner. Wootopia. Soon, anyway. He'll come back. Steve. Hi there, Steve. What are you writing these days, Steve? Who's Steve? Dashcam video, Steve. I'm thinking of a different Steve, I think. Yes, I run Hangout 7 by myself. By myself? Yeah, I mean, it's on my channel. Of course I'll be running the Hangout. Who else is running the Hangout? I feel like I'm thinking of a Steve, but this is a different Steve. Yeah, I'm thinking of a Steve that I met though. Steve, who I met and I rode with him another time. Yes, yes, you follow Nevi. I see in your like videos on your channel there. You've even liked Temporary Citizens vid. Latest is one of his latest vid. Yep. I haven't seen Nev for a while. I just work too much. There's definitely more SA guys, not necessarily active though. I haven't seen anyone putting up videos. There was a lot back in the like a year, 2 years ago. A lot of guys putting up videos. We had meetups and all that. But one can assume everyone's busy, like I'm busy. Oh, well, actually, what really put me off was the audio troubles with the GoPro 5. So much footage messed up with zero audio, which is annoying. Oh, my keyboard and Mr. TPR, they sound like SA channels. If you want to find the SA guys, all you do is go to my channel and just scroll down the bottom. Go to my channel, pop up a new window, scroll down, and I've got a list where it says other South Australian motovlogger channels. Click on that, expand it. There's obviously 3 and you can scroll, but click on the writing. And then there's a whole heap of SA guy that made videos. See, Keyboard Heroics, that's the keyboard guy, yeah. And Broken Legs, obviously, in the chat. There's obviously one of them in the list on my channel. Broken Legs rides his bicycle more often, it sounds like. Because I got most of everyone just started out on YouTube and then like Instagram came, like that, at least for me anyway. So everyone's on Instagram. So like I follow. You can join, Bino. Anyone can join. Click on the link in the description. Everyone's still linked to each other on Instagram, even though a lot of motovloggers don't make videos as much or anymore for some.
How's it going?
Good. Is this Bino from USA?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember from Full Face Hangouts.
Yeah. Long time ago.
Yeah, everything's a long time ago.
Right.
Apparently, I mean, we can. It doesn't seem like that long now.
No, it really doesn't actually.
But then if you look it up, it's like 2 years. Like, oh yeah.
Right. It really does. If you look it up, yeah.
Have you noticed how many? Are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
Have you noticed how much advertising is on there?
It's crazy. I
Every
buy stuff off of
second
Amazon, off
scroll
of
thing. Like,
yeah, I buy stuff off of Instagram all the time because it's just like, oh, here's this stupid product. And I'm like, that seems like a cool product. And I'm like, I'll buy it. And then I get it and I'm like, this is retarded.
I certainly haven't bought anything off of there, but
I
yeah,
have.
I've noticed
I
some
bought.
random products. Yeah.
I've bought a lot. It's just random advertisements, and I'm just like, I kind of need this in my life, and then I buy it, and I'm like,
You
I
don't need it.
really didn't need it. Yeah, I do it a lot. Um, I do have to like give you a word of advice though. I wouldn't post the
Yeah.
hangouts.
No, I know. It's fine these days, though, isn't it? Because all you get is you can't monetize your videos, which we can't do anyway. Right?
Well, yeah,
Or technically you
that
can
is
get
true.
banned from Hangouts or something, but that's fine.
Right.
I like when am I Hangout using Hangouts anyway?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you're not really worried about it.
No, exactly.
Hell, I have like 250 subscribers, and I'm like,
The
I'm
only issue,
so worried about Hangouts. I'm like,
yeah, no.
don't play music, don't
No.
hum anything and
Well, do you
all
not? No
that.
one's
And
who's monetized these days anyway. So no,
that is true because
that
most
was the only
people
issue that
that
people
are
were
our size, anybody that's 1,000 subscribers and less, like, what do we have to worry about, honestly?
nothing.
But right.
I mean, you'll get banned
I
from
think it's
using
just
Hangouts for 6 months or something. Not that I've
right.
had Hangout for the last year.
Right. I think I'm just hyper paranoid about
Yeah.
everything. So
No, I went into talking about that at the start of the Hangout. So if anyone watches this back,
yeah.
they'll be like straight away.
I think I'm more worried about people joining that I'm not familiar with, and that's why I asked you, hey, is it all right if I join? Because
Oh
um
no, I knew who you were straight
I
away.
wasn't sure if you remembered me or not, and also like I'm really weird about like people that join my live streams, and I'm like, if I don't know you, I'm just like,
Hmm. Like, why are you even
eh,
joining? Of
right, exactly. And now
course.
I'm okay with like newcomers coming in. Like I love seeing new motovloggers, up and coming guys that are
Is there new guys these days?
only have 15 subscribers or something like that. They're just starting out. Like I love seeing that, but like I'm really weary about those kinds of people coming into my live streams because I'm like, who are you? What do you do? What do you have to offer? And not that I have anything offer, but at the same time, it's like I've been in this game a long time, and I still am. I don't know. It. I think my mindset is just skewed on the whole thing. But thank you for allowing me to enjoy to be in your live stream. So
Yeah, all good. Not not that it's all about elections here.
right. But I've had live streams before, and I've um been in other people's live streams where they have invited somebody that they didn't really know, and then they just start like playing porn or something, and then they block
Yeah,
everybody.
that
And
was a tank snake.
yeah, Tank
What's that what
Snake
his name is?
and
Is that his name? Doesn't even sound right.
right, Tank Snake, and
Tank.
then
Is that the G snake?
two ATVs in our life did had the same thing happen to them, and then
Oh,
like there was a couple other people that did it.
well, that was back when there was monetization, man.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, I just want to say be careful about that. But
Hmm. And he's Wootopia. Not that he can talk. No. I assume this will be Wootopia's first ever hangout. He's
oh,
a local guy here.
well, welcome. I know it's kind of sketchy trying to get your audio and all that stuff set up
For
initially. So,
sure. I was surprised I figured out that. Oh no, it was. I found it all to be the same today compared to what it used to be. It's all the same.
Is Hangout still working with YouTube?
This is Hangout.
Oh, I guess, yeah, I guess it is.
So I
What am
started
I
this the
freaking?
same as always. Yeah,
Yeah,
all the same.
yeah. The hell am I thinking? We're in Hangouts. What? Never mind. I'm sorry. That was a stupid question.
Oh, so if I go press like invite someone and then I type in a name, it doesn't work anymore because it's not connected to Google Plus. Right?
Right.
Right?
I the
Because that
way
would
that
affect it.
I normally send Hangouts is I will just copy the link and then
Yeah,
email
we
that.
always did that. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
email it
remember.
or send it to Facebook or Instagram or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Well, I remember back that you can send the invite, right? And you type the name, but it was from Google Plus. But
Right, and
Google Plus doesn't exist, so I can't. Try to type doesn't do anything.
yeah, it would
It's
like
funny.
call them or something.
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah, we
does the
did that.
same
That was fun.
thing. It would do this. It does the same thing now, but it sends a phone call through Google Hangouts rather than Google Plus. And it's so hard to join that way because a lot of people are on like Android,
But what do you
and
have
I
to add
don't
the
I
one?
don't think it works on Android. You have to have the app installed on your phone, and even then half the time the app doesn't work, and it's like, "Oh, you had to download this app." And it's like, "I already have it downloaded. What the hell?" So, yeah, I just email it to everybody. And
Oh,
if I don't have your email, I'll just say, "Hey, what's your email?" I'm like, here's my email. Send your email to me, and then I'll send you a link through your email.
yeah. So it's still using the link. That's normal.
Yeah.
I used to I used to spam on Google Plus
Right.
because you could just add every single name and just chuck the link. Done.
Yeah.
You seen this Chernobyl TV series or whatever?
No, I don't watch TV, honestly.
Well, it's HBO or something, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even watch that. I'm like strictly YouTube and Netflix, and half the time I don't. I watch. I would say my like view rate is YouTube 90%, and then Netflix is like 10% of the time. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm just YouTube, and then I've got a streaming website with all TV shows go on there.
oh well, there's a
I don't pay
web
money.
if there's a website about for HBO, then I have no idea what it is.
Oh no, no.
No, I have no idea.
Streaming websites.
So like torrent stuff or
No, but on a website where you go to, you click on a link and it will stream it to you.
hmm,
You don't download it.
no, I have no idea.
Where some of like websites where people upload the video and then they embed the link on a streaming website. Anyway, I
I,
don't pay
I'm
money.
I'm
I don't pay
I'm
money. It's free.
I'm
Scam.
familiar with what you're talking about. I just the those websites I don't usually go to. I'm yeah, I'm not familiar with those websites.
Well, it's the only way to get things for free these days.
Right, right, and I'm that unfamiliar with these websites.
Uh,
I
looks like Liberals going to win this, everybody.
right.
It's saying
Uh,
73 to 66, and that's 76 to win. So 3 more win, apparently. Maybe.
hmm.
Even though what was the betting agencies were saying that Labor's going to win.
What's the vote on?
Election in Australia.
So the presidential election or
The Prime Minister. Someone will become the
okay.
Prime Minister.
Okay. Sorry, I'm
Essentially, yes, a president, sure. Whatever.
right. No, I understand. I understand what a prime minister is. I'm just
Same thing, basically.
ignorant. Yeah, I'm ignorant on the elections of Australia. So I'm sorry. So
They have to get over 50% of the vote to win.
right,
So it's not just a
who's running?
majority.
Who's running?
I don't know.
Oh, well, there's
It's
that
not
too.
people, it's parties.
Right,
It's a
right.
group of people, technically. And then, yes, technically, they have a leader who will then become the Prime Minister.
The prime minister. Right. Okay. So so forgive my ignorance. What are the parties? You have the
Well,
conservatives and
apparently,
you have the Green Party, right?
yeah, sure.
And the liberals,
And the Labour. Liberal and Labour are the main ones.
liberal and labor. Okay.
That's always one and two, or
Okay.
whichever way.
Right. So you're saying that the liberals are going to win this one.
Apparently, maybe they won the last one.
That would explain all the laws and bullshit that's going on with
Mm,
Australia for the
so,
past
yeah,
30
suppose.
years. Not saying that there's anything wrong with uh,
Yeah.
Australians freaking uh, government,
Well, who knows?
but there is quite a bit. I mean, I'm sure you would agree. As
Suppose.
I can say that there's a lot wrong with the American government, but
Who's this? Someone's in the chat. Brett Burgers. Who are we supporting in the Electricon? No, and then he corrected. Well, what
what's up,
I
Brett?
did, I supported the Yellow Party.
The Yellow Party. Never heard of that one.
Well, the colour is yellow. Basically, it's an irrelevant vote because
Right.
they weren't going to
Because
win.
yeah, because everybody says, "Oh, well, they're not going to win, so we're not going to vote for
Yeah,
them." That's exactly how I vote. I
they're not going
vote
to win.
for
I'll vote for them. It's all right. Oh, then I put one of the majors.
I vote for the middle party, and my argument is that everybody says, "Oh, well, they're not going to win, so I'm going to vote for the lesser of two evils." Why would you vote for any evil? Why not vote for what your heart desires? Like for instance, we have strong conservatives on one side and then liberals on the other side. And then we have pretty much a middle party, independents or libertarians or whatever. Like why would you vote for a liberal or a conservative if what in your heart you feel like is more libertarian? But they're like, "Oh, well, they're not going to win." Well, they're not going to win because you're not
That's
going to vote
exactly
for them.
right. Yeah, so everyone keeps voting for the major two, right? because they assume that the other ones aren't going to win.
Exactly. So they're like, okay, well, I'm going to vote for the one that I feel is most likely going to win. Well, with that
Yeah,
attitude, that's what's going to happen. Like, you're
yeah.
dumb. Stop doing that. And that's what's wrong with America. That's what's wrong with all politics across the entire world. Honestly, if you have a country that is allowed to vote, like America and Australia, Canada, whatever. If you're allowed to vote, there, vote for what's in your heart, what you feel is going to win, and then that party will probably win because most people are on your side. I just don't get it.
Did you vote?
The last election, yes, I did. I did not vote for Trump. I did not vote for
How do you
Hillary.
vote over there? Did you put one and that's it?
Yes,
Oh,
that's how it's supposed to go. Um, but some people have figured out how to put in multiple votes. Some people have figured out how to bring dead people back to life and make them vote. Um,
I guess you could do that actually. You could
but
probably do that here.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure you can. There's a way to do it, but I don't know how to do it. I voted
Hmm.
for what in my heart I wanted to win, and
What you could
um,
do they have to identify who you are over there
yeah.
to vote? Like, how do they
You
identify
have
you?
to have an ID. You have to
So
have a
yeah,
driver's license or state ID or
and yeah,
uh,
yeah. So you have to show
federal
your
government
ID.
ID. Yeah, you have to show your ID.
Here, you
Now,
don't have to show your ID at all.
now there
You
are
just
some
tell them who you are.
states. Yeah, there's some states here that are like, oh yeah, whatever, whoever the fuck you are, yeah, that's fine. But and that's how dead people have come to life. Is they've just they're like, yeah, whatever, whoever the fuck you are. We're not gonna run your background. We're not gonna
Yeah.
check your ID.
Well, in
That's
Australia,
how.
they don't check ID at all. They you just tell them who you are, and they tick you off in the book because
That's
they got a
pretty.
list of all the names in front of
That's
them.
pretty. That's pretty fucked.
So what you could do, you could say that you're someone else, and then go to another place and say you're someone else, and then go.
Yeah, you're like you could vote for
And
your
then,
entire. You could vote for
yeah,
your entire family. You're like, oh well,
yeah,
I'm John and I'm David and I'm George. Like yeah,
yeah.
and
You have to go around different places. So
well yeah, I mean, or go on different days or make sure that the person that you're whoever's checking your name isn't the same person that you had 12 hours ago or whatever.
and then here, if you're ticked off twice, which they'll check, and then you get fined, obviously. For,
Right. Okay.
yeah, but
Well, I mean that
anyone
that's
could.
that's a that's a
You could say
good
someone else must have done it. I didn't. I'm Sean. Voted once.
right. I mean, but still, I mean that's not a good system, and
Yeah,
it, it it's a good system in a way that they double check to make sure that you didn't vote twice,
yeah.
but at
They'll
the same
check.
time, somebody else could vote for you.
Yeah, someone else
And
could have done the second vote.
if you just died like yesterday and somebody voted for you, like
Hmm.
your
No one
name's not
knows.
gonna be. Yeah,
No,
nobody
there's
would
no video
know.
camera. No one's gonna get. It's never gonna get back to you.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. So I don't know. That's
So it is a bit of a joke.
yeah. Brett Burgers, Mega 2020.
So over
Make
there, they.
America
Yeah.
great again 2020. Oh, and then he's got a quote by Winston Churchill, which is democracy is the worst form of government except all those other forms that have been tried from time to time. You know, the only form of government that hasn't been tried on a massive scale is anarchism.
What's that? How do you work that out?
Exactly. How do you work that out? Now,
Who collects the taxes?
I personally, well, I mean, there would be a system. Well, there wouldn't be a system.
Yeah,
It would just,
exactly.
well, okay,
It would be a
there
tax.
on a certain scale, there could be a system.
Who will look after the roads?
On a certain scale, there could
You
be
have
a
to look
system.
after your own road.
There could be different communities that everybody in the community
Oh, the
decides,
local government,
hey,
the local council.
well, it wouldn't
You have to
be
pay
even
council rates.
it would be everybody supporting each other.
Someone
In
will
that
scam
way
you.
it would be anarcho there's so many different like genres of anarchism that you can't really decide on a certain one. But yeah, I believe that there is a certain scale for government, and I don't believe in full anarchism, but I do believe in a certain amount of anarchism. So
There we go. We got a
it,
comment.
it yeah, it's just no, under anarchism you can buy nukes and child soldiers. Sure, yeah,
Mm,
yeah, in a
well,
certain
you could do anything.
extent you can, but
Is there
yeah,
police though?
I don't think that it's been tested on a large enough scale to even be valuable. Um, but also, I mean, you have, especially in the United States. I don't know if this is true in other countries, but in the
Wouldn't you?
United States,
Could you
there
assume that
are,
there are small pockets of anarchism?
yeah, there's a country in, or there's a, not a country but a state in like India that is run fully off of anarchism. There's no government at all. They're not run by anybody, and they run perfectly. I believe that anarchism runs perfectly on a small, very small scale, just like I believe that dictatorship runs perfectly on a very small scale. But if you test any of those on a very large scale, then it's fucked. You can't run dictatorship on a very large scale, and that was my next point. Is that in America, we're having this problem right now where younger generations, the generation below me, I'm a millennial, which is the ages of right now. It's like 23 to 38, I think, is the millennials right now. Um, I the generation younger than that, they're wanting to put in to the government dictatorship. And what the fuck did we just see with World War II? Like Hitler, the whole fucking shit with the Holocaust. They're, oh well, they didn't do it right. How the fuck do you do dictatorship right? You don't. Ugh, I hate politics, man. I really do. I hate it. I don't like talking about it because
And
it's so fucked.
do you find that it doesn't matter who you vote for, it can't go too wrong, eh?
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean,
What could
it's gonna
possibly
it's
go
gonna
wrong?
go one way one time, and then the next way it's gonna go a little bit
Yeah, it
that
doesn't really
way.
matter. Doesn't really matter.
Unless we got this fucking cunt that's what is her name? I
Who is
can't
it?
remember her name. Um Cortez, I think is her name. She is so fucking batshit crazy. I don't. She doesn't even know what the fuck she's talking about. Um, Brett Burgers might know who I'm talking about. Cortez. What is her full name? Um, but it's Alexandria or Alexandra something Cortez something. She's got like four names, and she is so bent. Like I can't even begin to explain what the fuck. she is talking about. She doesn't even know what she's talking about. And I'm sure that happens in other countries, but it's just uh I hate politics, man. I'll talk about it here and there. Like I'll give my views on it, and I'll try to, like I have with you. I've tried to understand other countries' politics and whatnot, but I just
Yeah,
I'm uh, I guess I'm not um educated enough in politics. I didn't go to school in politics. I've read up on a little bit of uh some things, but I went to school obviously, but like I kind of veered away from the public school system um view of the two main political parties, and that's what made me more of a libertarian slash anarchist. Now I'm not full anarchist, but I am very libertarian, which is directly in between. And I feel like 95% of the American people are um, are libertarian, but they just don't know it because they're so stuck in their ways that they would rather be conservative or liberal that they have no idea what is a libertarian. Because a conservative, you hear the first part of that word, liber, and they're like, "Oh, you're a liberal," and I'm like, "No, I'm a libertarian." And they're like, "You're a liberal. You voted for Hillary," and I'm like, "No, I didn't vote for Hillary. You dumb cunt. Shut the fuck up." And the other half is like, "Oh, you're a libertarian. You're one of those fucking conservatives." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Just shut the fuck up."
I don't get all that crap.
It,
Conservative, liberal. I don't. I don't get
so
the name
conservative
tags.
conservative is right wing, very white
I don't
right
get that.
wing.
I don't right left.
Um
I'm going straight here.
Conservative is anti-abortion, very gun
Mm.
pro, anti-abortion, pro-life. I don't even know. There are they lower taxes? They're lower taxes, very low taxes, and then liberals is pro life. They support. No, they're not. They're pro choice. Like they are about abortions. They're very high tax. They're um, against guns. All that. Which I mean, to most other countries other than America, most countries are like, yeah, well, we've done without guns for decades. So most other countries, I would say, would lean more liberal than America. But it's hard to explain. But like libertarian is like right in the middle. Like libertarian believes in pro-choice. Like it's basically we want to take over the world so that everybody will leave us the fuck alone. Like we don't want any government restricting our shit, what we do as a person. Like leave me the fuck alone, basically. But we do want government to help in a way of like building roads and solidifying taxes to go to uh, important shit.
Like homeless people.
Like yeah, like homelessness is a very good a, a very good aspect of what taxes should go to. We believe in Like we don't want like a strong military. Well, we want a strong military, but not so strong that we're spending trillions and trillions of dollars every year in uh,
Oh
the,
yeah, look at the
the
comment there. Yeah. I
the
get that
military.
comment. That's a good comment.
That is a good point. Let's move on to the next point. Thank you, Brett. The link is in the Hangout if you want to join and add
And
into
change
this.
the subject.
Yeah, because like I said before, I hate politics and I don't want to talk about it anymore.
So you haven't
So,
watched this series about the nuclear disaster,
what nuclear disaster?
the Chernobyl miniseries?
Oh,
You
no,
you should watch it.
no,
It's
I
good.
know enough about Chernobyl though.
Yeah, but there's a video now.
Is there? I will have to see that.
It's
Yeah,
like mainstream.
I will have to see that. I think
I cannot look away. I tell you,
the most recent thing that I've seen about Chernobyl is
it's all
whenever
coming up.
Top Gear went and
Yeah.
they drove through it. That was
Mm.
probably the most recent that I've seen.
Supposedly that's safe-ish.
Oh yeah, that was well.
Like if you're there for like an hour, it's
I
okay.
don't. Yeah, right,
Supposedly.
right. Yeah, if you're there for an hour, but I'm sure in this documentary they're showing
Oh, they're
animals
showing a
and
lot.
plant species and just the overgrowth and mutations and all that shit.
No,
And
in this
not only
video.
that, but huh?
What do you mean documentary?
Video documentary, whatever the fuck it
I'm
is.
talking about this like series, like showing you acting of the event, not no wildlife really.
Hmm. Okay. Well,
Oh, Brett bruising his powers there in the chat.
what, am I not seeing the full chat? I don't think I'm seeing the full chat.
It says he timed someone out from talking.
I didn't see that. I don't
Oh,
think I'm seeing.
I'm the boss man, so I see it.
Okay.
He's clicking on it. He's using his moderator powers.
Nice.
You should time out Bino.
Yeah. Time me out. I'm a I'm a dickhead. So I dropped my bike the other day.
Is that a good thing?
No, it's not. I was just trying to change the subject. I dropped my
Is
bike
it?
and it cracked the crankcase
Oh,
cover
it's not ideal.
and oil went everywhere.
Don't do that.
Yeah, so I got
Does
to
that sounds
I
like the first drop then on that?
it well, I dropped it before, but it wasn't that
Didn't
like hard
break.
of a drop. It was kind of just laid it over. But like this time, I literally just stepped off the bike and I made sure that it wasn't going to fall
Mm,
over. I was like, all right, you're not going to fall over, right? And then I took my helmet off, and as I was taking off my helmet, it fell over
mm,
and just smash, cracked everything, cracked
yes. It's
the fender.
200 kilos go.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. So
It's any drop on these 200 kilo bikes is real bang.
yeah, so that's 225 American dollars for a new
Mm,
crankcase cover.
okay. And would you do that yourself though?
I could probably patch it with like some epoxy putty or
Mm,
something, but that's not something that I want to
no,
do.
no. I
Um,
mean, can would you buy that and put it on yourself?
oh yeah, definitely. It's
Do you
like
need a new gasket or
I want to
something?
say it's like eight. Yeah, I got the gasket with it.
Oh,
It's
easy.
like eight hex bolts.
Plus the oil change.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm at 10,000 miles, and I had just bought the oil and oil filter for the bike, and I bought a new chain, new sprockets, all that. And I was on my way home. I stopped at a skate shop to talk to them for a second, and I was literally going to
For
be at
the
the skate shop for 30 seconds. That's
for the
as long as I was going to be there. And I parked it in front of the skate shop, and it was just had this little bit of incline. And
So did you pick it up straight away, or did you went in the shop?
I tried to pick it up, and for some reason, because of the height of the curb, like I was trying to pick it up from the curb,
Mm.
it just I couldn't pick it up, and then somebody ended up coming helping me out, even though it was only a 400-pound bike, 200-kilo bike.
Yeah, you got to get it on the right angle, right
Right,
position.
right, and I guess just because of the incline. I mean,
Mm,
also I'm a weak ass bitch, so.
I try to pick up a 300, and I couldn't do it myself. I was pulling on the handlebars though, so I wasn't in the right position. But
I think that was my problem
yeah,
too, is that I just wasn't in the right position. I was trying to pull from
yeah,
the handlebar and from like the center of the frame, and then I tried going from the opposite side, trying to pull from like the tank and the
mm,
center of the frame, and somebody ended up coming helping me, which I was ashamed of, but I was more ashamed of it just falling because I watched it fall. There was nothing that I could do to stop it, and I just like let my
you didn't.
arms down, and I was just
You were
like,
like, you're like, I didn't mean to touch it.
right, like, and there were so many cars passing by, and I was just
Must have
like,
been the wind.
like that was my immediate reaction, was just a giant sigh, and just watched
How
it happen. I was like, there's
would it have
nothing I
been
could
better
do.
if you were in the shop at the time?
No, I think it was better that I was outside and I watched it happen, because
Okay.
if I would have been inside the shop and I would have come outside and saw my bike on the ground, I would have been like, what the fuck happened? But I saw exactly what happened. So I was like, all
Mm.
right, I know what happened. I'm a dumbass. I didn't park it correctly because it was on like a slight incline. I should have parked it in more like a 45-degree angle, and I didn't. And that was my fault. So I am reaping what I sow.
Yeah. I've parked precariously.
Yeah.
But I always park in gear. Was that an effect? Or it just literally just tipped over to the right?
Are you supposed to always park in gear?
I always park in gear. Well, why not?
I
You can't
always
move
put
it.
in
Then it won't
I
move.
always I always put in neutral.
Or it won't move if it's in gear. Like if you're parked on a hill, it won't roll because it's in gear. So you might as well just always put it in gear, then you don't get it wrong. Right?
Well, all right. Well,
You just
yeah,
pull it, you just stop and you turn it off, done.
I see your point. I see your point.
Mm.
I live in Florida though, and there's no hills here.
Oh, okay.
So
You found one, no.
well, it was a slight incline from the road. It was
Mm.
probably maybe a
But
five
that's for water
degree.
runoff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I I don't think that me having it in gear would have helped me in this situation.
No. So it literally fell to the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because it was
Yeah.
too upright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would have noticed that though, wouldn't it?
I
Like
thought
before you put the stand
I
down, you're holding it up, bike up straight. You put the stand down,
yeah, but
and it moves like
I thought
one
it
centimeter, and you think, "Oh no, this is."
I thought it was okay though. I thought it was okay, and I made sure it was. I made sure it was stable. I did. I pulled it back. I pulled back on the handlebars,
And
made
you
sure they were
pushed on it, and you
turned.
fell over.
No, I just pulled back on it, and then like I stepped off, and I was like,
So
okay, you're not gonna
you
move,
put the
right?
steering wheel
Like
to the left,
yeah, yeah,
and
and
you
I
pulled
made.
back on it. Maybe made it tilt more.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
just
it would though, wouldn't it? Because
I stepped off of it,
no,
and it was a
if you
good.
pulled on it, it would have tilted upright more.
it was a good like 10, 15 seconds of me taking
with
my helmet off because
with
I had
not
to unbuckle it. I had to
mm,
unbuckle it and then like pull the helmet
must have
off.
been right
And
on
I
the
had
center of balance then.
yeah, and I had earbuds in and everything. So like as I'm like trying to maneuver my headphones around my head because I'm an idiot and I had headphones in. Um I didn't want them to like fall out and all that shit. Um yeah, as I'm doing that, it was a good
Imagine
10,
you try to
15
catch it
seconds.
though.
I don't even think I had time to catch it.
Yeah, if you
But
weren't
even if I
laying
did try to
down,
catch it, it would probably flew me over
you
the
yeah, you
the,
would have
the bike. I would it would have been like a
that's the
wrestling
thing.
move, like
Yeah,
like
would have been
pile
funny.
driver or something. Yeah, it would have been hilarious, definitely. I think it was just more hilarious in my reaction. I wish I would had it on video. I looked at it and as it was falling, I was like, like arms dropped to my sides. I was like, well, this is happening. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, damn it. And I didn't think it was that bad. I thought that fuel was pouring out of it. I thought that because I just filled it up with fuel. So I was like, well, there's just fuel running on the ground. This is okay. And the guy that was helping me
Never
up,
seen a
like,
modified leak fuel.
right, exactly. And I'm a dumbass for thinking
Mm.
that. Um, but as he was helping me pull it up, he was like, "Oh, that's oil," and I was like, "No, no, 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 this can't be oil." And I look, and the crankcase cover is broken, and I
Did
was
you
like,
pick it up and
"Son
then
of a
put it back
bitch."
down at any point? Like slightly?
There was a couple times where I had tried to like pick it up,
So you lift it
and
up a little bit and then put it back down.
maybe like a fraction of an inch,
So maybe that
a
could have
centimeter.
contributed.
I don't think that because I had already seen the
All right.
oil leaking out. It was the initial crack,
Mm.
the initial drop that broke the cover. So
So
yeah,
any future protection planned?
yeah, definitely. I'm definitely getting some crash bar or sliders or something. Because I'm not going through that again.
I
I'm not
got.
paying another. I paid $200 for this bike. Granted,
Mm.
this is a
Oh what?
93 Yamaha FZR 600. So I paid $200.
FZR.
Yeah, I paid $200 for this bike. I probably put about $800 into it, and now I'm paying more in chains and sprockets than I did on the entire bike. Well, than I did
How many
initially paying for
miles
the
on it?
bike, and only 10,000.
Mm.
And I'm paying for a new crankcase cover more than I paid for the bike itself.
That's all right. It'll fix the problem.
Yeah. So we got 5 people watching,
I'm one
and
of them.
we
You're probably
well,
one of
I'm
them.
I'm one of them. So
Yeah.
that means there's 3 other people watching.
Yeah. Brett
So
can't leave because he's moderator, so he must be there.
so either he's on 3 channel or two, yeah, 2 other channels, or there's 2 other people that are just watching and not
Yeah, there'd be
contributing.
other people. Yeah, people just watch, listen. Technically,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, ass. Hmm. Why is Liberal won again? That doesn't make sense.
Do what?
Doesn't make sense. Why is Liberal won again?
Hmm.
What is going on?
Because it's gone so right for so many years. Why change it?
No, it hasn't.
I'm being facetious, but yeah. I think that's the only reason why Donald Trump won the presidency
Why?
because because we had liberals for so long that
Oh,
people were tired of
they just wanted
liberalism.
something else.
Yeah, that's what
I
happens
totally would have voted
every.
for Trump. I totally would have.
I didn't vote for him, but I don't necessarily disagree with all of his the shit that he's proposed. So
Yeah, but it's so out there that you're like, yeah, let's see what happens.
I didn't vote for him mainly because he has had like four multi-billion-dollar bankruptcies.
Oh, who cares? Was that what your reason you're saying?
That wasn't the only reason, but that was a major factor. It's not because of a lot of his views, it's just him as a person. I don't think that celebrities should run for government.
Yeah, yeah, just do it. See what happens. It doesn't work out too bad, does it? Does it?
No, I mean it hasn't. I mean our
That's
government
why I was
hasn't
so
failed so
like,
far.
I'm going to vote for someone else this time, not one of the major parties, because it'd be so hilarious in Australia if someone else won.
Right,
Because it's like, it would never happen, really.
right, exactly. I mean the
That would
election.
probably.
I'm one of those people that believe that the government, like the elections, are rigged anyways. Like
Yeah.
they're already set in stone before they even happen. But that's just what I believe. But um, I mean, whatever.
That's that. That's why I probably would have voted Trump because it'd be just hilarious. Because there's so much about this. Oh, we don't like Trump. I was hearing like, yeah, it'd be hilarious. That's is that what happened over there, or people actually liked him? I think people actually liked him, didn't they?
People actually liked him, yeah.
All right.
But there were other people that didn't really like him that were leaning more towards like me, where they wanted to vote like intermediate party, like
Someone else.
independent or
Uh,
libertarian or Green Party or whatever. Um, but they were so afraid of Hillary Clinton winning that they were like, we can't have Hillary win,
so they don't
so
want a
they
female.
vote.
Is that the thing?
No. Hillary is a nightmare.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just her, everything about her is bad news. If we would have had her now, this is coming from a middle standpoint. Um, if we would have had her as
Aren't they
president,
basically
dude,
opposites?
yeah, basically.
Hillary doesn't like men and Trump doesn't like women.
No, I think that Trump likes women too much.
Yeah.
Grab her by her pussy. Um, no, I just think that her philosophies and views on life and all that shit. Now, she would have brought some good things to the government, but at the same time, I just don't. Why are we still talking about politics?
I don't know.
I thought we were
Because that's
trying
what
to. I thought we were trying to
Australia.
get away from this.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just they're both bad. Both of them are bad, but
I
Like,
remember Casey Neistat's video. He didn't want to go there because he didn't support Trump.
seems legit.
Yeah, he was
Most
invited to
most
the
most
inauguration
people
thing.
that live in those major cities like New York City or Los Angeles or whatever don't support uh, Republicans. So most entertainers, most celebrities are more liberal standing uh, than they are Republican. Even though, like I said before, I think that most people, if they actually sat back and look at it, they would be more libertarian or more independent or somewhere in the middle rather than far left or far right. But they just they're afraid that their party that they've been raised on are going to lose, so they vote for the the part that they were raised on rather than voting with their heart.
Yeah, no, I definitely look at the policies and go, yeah, I'll vote for
And not a
this.
lot of people, not a lot of people at all. I
Do
would say
that, yeah,
probably 2% of the population actually look at the policies that these people stand on. Two
yeah. I think a
percent,
lot of people in
three
Australia vote
hundred
Liberal for some reason. I don't know why.
300 million people live in this country. 330 million, something around there. Um, and so 2% of that. So uh, six 6 million. 6 million people actually look at the policies that these people stand on. So most people are just voting by what their parents tell them to vote for or what they've always voted for, rather than actually looking and seeing what this person has to offer.
Yeah, and which roads they will improve.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember back in the state election here, however many years ago, I looked at what they were going to do. One was going to do up one of our stadiums, and the other one was going to build a brand new stadium. I'm like, we don't need a new stadium. I'm voting for these people because they're going to do up the current stadium. Like, duh.
Most of our stadiums are privately owned. Actually, I think there's
Hmm.
only one stadium that's publicly owned, and so all of them are privately owned. So we don't have to worry about worry about that. But
I think the stadium that they did up is actually what the government owned. I think because it's
hmm,
not. There's no advertising in front of it. It's literally our stadium, like the city. It doesn't have any advertising in front. All the other, I heard on the radio the other day, like there's only two
We're gonna
stadiums.
go eat breakfast. Okay. We're leaving you here if that's okay. Do you want me to bring you something? Okay.
Jesus,
There's only two stadiums in Australia that are like not branded or something.
right? Um, yeah, we have one. I think one. So you already know the major. Well, actually,
No.
there's two major sports that are
Oh yeah,
in
the football
in America:
thing,
football and
hockey.
baseball.
No,
Baseball is that well, hockey is a big one, but I think
baseball.
all
Yeah, fair
hockey.
enough.
Baseball is definitely the American sport. Blah blah
Baseball
blah.
is so tiny here. I don't even know if I can go to a game.
Right, and then American football. Um,
I've been to a game though when I was a kid.
but there are also countries, Canada. I always call it Canada because I'm an asshole. But Canada, Europe.
What does that make? Doesn't make sense.
What?
What's that come? Where's that come from?
It's just me being a dickhead.
What's what is it? What is it similar to though?
Nothing.
Oh,
Canadian,
oh yeah.
Canada.
Similar. Oh yeah.
So Canada, and Britain, and I think Australia has some American football. But most other countries are rugby compared to American football. And granted, I like rugby a lot more than American
Is
football. I
rugby
think
when
it's
you chuck it backwards?
um yeah,
And American
yeah,
football, you don't do that.
right. Well, you do
Yeah.
occasionally in American football, um
If
but yeah,
rugby's the chuck
I think
backwards one, that's good. On that.
right, right. Um but I think Australia has a little bit of American football in it. Um
Something. I don't know what it is. It's on the over the eastern
yeah,
states. I'm not. I'm
yeah.
not involved in that.
Right. But so yeah, anyways, American football and baseball are two major sports. Well, that and NASCAR. But that's
Is
neither
that?
here nor there.
Yeah.
Um but there all of the baseball um leagues or teams or whatever are privately owned. And then there's one American football team that is publicly owned, and I'm pretty sure that that's the Green Bay Packers. Um, Other than that, everyone else is privately owned, so the government has no um, stand on any of American sports. So, um, as far as building a stadium goes or whatever, like they, an election would not have any standpoint in that. That would totally be a private company
Yeah. Right.
building their own, like putting their own money into building a stadium, is what was the main point of this entire dialogue, story,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. What do they do over there then? What do they build? Highways. What does the government do?
Um,
As election points. What are they going to do? They're gonna give
Trump's
you
main thing,
healthcare.
Trump's main thing was building a wall.
Oh yeah.
That was his main thing, was building a wall,
When's that
which
happening
I'm
yet? Is
totally
that happening
against.
soon?
I think it has already happened.
Is
I
it?
think it's already
It's
in
happening.
progress. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to make
Um,
jobs for a while, and then they have to repair it.
Another thing is defense. I mean, America is one of the biggest spenders on American or on military. Um, we spend trillions and trillions of dollars in military defense. Um, I mean, you see it by us invading countries every fucking year because we
Well,
want
no, I don't know anything about it. Where are you invading now?
we want oil. I think the next one is
No, I
Venezuela.
heard that you're making your own oil. That's enough for you, isn't it?
No, we don't want our own. We want
You
other
don't?
people's.
Oh, yeah, you
No.
ship it somewhere else, and then you want someone
Yeah,
else's. Or
next is Venezuela, by the way. Um
oh, yeah.
that's the next big one because Venezuela has the biggest crude oil other than any country.
You're just going to go and hang out with them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hang out by the
So
pump.
so military is a big one. Another thing is the war on drugs. Another big one is abortions. Uh, Planned Parenthood is what we call it. Most people
How's that
call it
going?
just abortions. But
So they're literally debating it every year or whatever.
yeah, people debate it every year.
So
It's
they change the policy every 5 minutes.
pretty much women should not have control of their own bodies. We're going to tell them that they can't have abortions, is basically what
Mm.
the right says. And then left says, oh, you can't tell a woman what she can do and what she can't do with her body.
Mm.
So, and that's where I differ from the right and the left. Like I believe in, well, I believe in a little bit of military. I don't think that we should have that strong of a military that we have now, because we have guns for days in every fucking hand of every American. Um, so we don't really need that strong of a government.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
If
You don't
if
need that.
right, if
If
somebody's gonna
you
invade
everyone's
us,
got guns ready. Yeah.
right? If somebody's gonna invade us, we have more than enough power through civilians
I thought
to take care of ourselves.
the military is to take care of the citizens though when they go riots.
I still believe that we have enough people in the United States that are civilians that can take care of ourselves.
They could take over the government without the military.
Oh yeah, we can. And people have this this argument like,
So the
oh
military is
well,
just for the government.
yeah. People have this argument. Well, you don't have tanks and you don't have jets and all that stuff. Well, we don't need tanks and jets to fucking take over the fucking government, because we can do it right now if we really wanted to. Nobody's coming, and that's another thing, is that everybody's like, "Oh, they're coming to take our guns," and they're like, "No, they're not coming to take our guns. Fuck you. There's no way that they could take our guns at all, at all.
The
If
government.
they, yeah, the government. There's no way, or the UN. The UN is a big thing. The UN has been
There's
trying
too many
to
to take now. Yes.
quote unquote take our guns forever, and
How about New
there's no way
Zealand?
that they could do.
New
Right.
Zealand's going to start taking guns, haven't they? I don't know. I haven't followed
I
it.
think they already started. Yeah. But I mean, we're such a big country. It's like, well, Australia was still, whenever they, I think everybody was so willing to just give everything up.
My dad
Because
had a gun. I held a gun one time.
right.
It was
Right.
when the amnesty to give men was when I was younger.
The difference between Australia and America is that pretty much everybody in Australia lives on the coast. Like
Yeah,
there's not
pretty
really
much.
anything in the outback. Like
That's why I was going to
it-
vote for this guy who's going to make the taxes less away
Right.
from the cities.
right. So not a lot of people live in the interior of Australia. And this is
Yeah.
just my bias,
You can tell from the
my
electorate.
my outside view. But like in America, there's so many people, even in the inside of America, because it's just
Yeah.
luscious, and we have farmland everywhere and all that shit. So,
Mountains and
right, exactly. So like, there's no
our
way that,
mountains are around the edges.
right.
The middle's
So there's
flat.
no way that anybody could take our guns, and that's what everybody, all the conservatives are afraid of. Oh, they're gonna take our gun. No, they're not. Shut the fuck up. Go back and hide in your little fucking doomsday shelter. Like, they're not gonna take your guns. But I think the biggest thing right now is like anti anti-gay, transgender.
They get married
shit
over
like
there
that.
now?
You what?
Can they get married over there?
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's legal in every, well, not every
Mm.
state, but as far as federally, I'm pretty sure that it's recognized. And if you can't get married in one state, you can just hop over to the next state and you can get married there. So it's not recognized everywhere. Like, there's not transgender bathrooms and shit like that everywhere.
Wow. Is that a
Um,
thing?
It is a thing. They're making it a thing. It
It
used to be
how
back
many
in
different
back.
bathrooms is it going to be?
Well, according to them, and by them I mean the transgenders, the people that identify as more than one gender or whatever. There's like what,
They should-
7,000 different genders or
So
some
how many
shit like that.
bathrooms should there be?
How many gendered bathrooms should there be? Back in the
Should
back
there
in the
just be
day,
one bathroom instead
back in the day, when during the 90s, early 2000s, you would just go into the bathroom and you would say, "Oh, well, I identify as this, so I'm going to
Yeah,
go
and
into
you go
there."
in that one. Yeah.
Like there was no. If you looked like what gender you wanted to identify as, then
It should be fine.
you would be fine. But they made a big fucking deal out of it, and now they want different bathrooms. And it's like, if you would have just stuck to what you had been doing for the past 20 years, you'd be all right. But no, you made a big deal out of it. You want to be exposed. Like, you've been walking around us for decades and nobody knew. But now we're like, oh, I don't want a guy in my baby girl's fucking bathroom.
Well,
So,
how many bathrooms do they want then?
exactly.
Do they
I
want
have no
another
idea.
one or another two? What are they? How many do they want? Is there going to be 4 different ones?
I have no idea.
Which one are you going to use?
I have no idea how it's going to work out.
Might as well just have one because it can't have like 4.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work out. I think that America is on its decline. I think that we're pretty much fucked at this point. I think everything's going to hell, and it's not because of one particular reason. I think it's a multiple of reasons, and uh, um, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think there's going to be a civil war in the United States
But who's going to
within
fight? No one's going to fight.
the
That's just
next
retarded.
decade.
Who's going to fight though? Who are you
That's a
going to
good
fight?
question.
Is it
That's a
just the
good
people
question.
versus the government? That's all it could possibly be.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Are
I
you
don't
going to
have the
pick up
answer.
arms and fight someone? Are you? No. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
not.
You're not going to fight.
I'm
Who's going
not.
to fight? That's a ridiculous idea. I don't know how that would even work
I think
in
it's going
modern
to be
society.
like well, actually,
All it could
I
be is
I
versus
don't
the
even know.
government. That's all it could be.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, are you literally going to fight the other state like next to you? No one's going to fight. That's just retarded.
Exactly. Yeah, I have no
And
idea.
to find enough people to actually fight the government, no, I don't know. Questionable.
Well, I mean,
Because they got the
if we're
military. As I said, that's what the military's for. To keep the
right,
people
well,
restrained.
here's the thing. Here's the thing about people versus the government. We the people outnumber the government
Yeah, but then they got the military. They got the trained
100 to
people.
1. 100 to 1. I would say is 1%. No. 10% of the American population is military. Yes, they have tanks. Yes, they have jets. Yes, they have warships, all this shit. But how many of those military men and women are actually going to fight against their people? They're sworn.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
swore an
Everyone's just
oath.
a person.
They swore an oath to protect their country. They're not going to fight against their own country. It's going to be some random assholes that are going to cause a fucking skirmish.
It'll be
And
so localized that it's pointless. It's not relevant.
yeah, it's going to be like a statewide thing. They're just going to send in the National Guard and be like, hey, calm your tits, get your shit under control, and we'll go away. Is basically what would probably happen. Because
Yeah, so there's nothing. There's no civil war.
right.
Joke.
Yeah, I guess I redact my statement where I say that
I've
there's
heard
going to
people
be a
say that
civil war.
though, but no.
No, nothing's
Unless
going to
there's
happen.
unless somehow
The
the
shit's
government, two government battled, like somehow there's two governments in America or something.
right. Yeah, unless like half of the United States decides to secede, like it did back in the 1860s,
So like the local
and
governments.
right, half of the states was like, "Hey, we don't want to be a part of this shit anymore," and then they fucking secede.
They still do all their different stuff anyway, so they do that to an extent.
Right, and that's where the balance comes in the United States, because we have a separation between state and federal. So the states can make their own laws, and the federal government has no say in it whatsoever. Like we could, a certain state could make a certain law, and the federal government has no say in whether that law is uh, protected or not, unless it's like I think it's like a 75% vote federally. Um, the state does not have to conform to that, so it would have to be a 75% vote federally in order to make it a federal law. So, like right now, gay marriage or medicinal marijuana or recreational marijuana or transgender anything or whatever, like that's basically state run shit right now. So, unless it's voted for federally, which is between the senators and congressmen and governors of the states. If all of them come together and 75% of them say, "Hey, we all want this," the federal government cannot make it federally a law. So that's why there's so many different states where these different laws are allowed and not allowed. So that's where we're fighting, especially for like medicinal marijuana and recreational marijuana. There's certain states like California, Washington, um, Colorado, states like that where they're like, yeah, well, we recreationally legalize weed, but the rest of the states are like, well, we don't want that in our state. So therefore, the federal government cannot make it a federal law that all states be recreationally or medicinally uh, marijuana legal. But as soon as they the other states around them start saying, "Oh, well, we see a lot of benefit from this. We see that more and more people are liking this. We see more and more people are moving to those states because they like this." That's when they're going to say, "Hey, we should probably adapt this as well." And that's whenever it becomes federally legal. Now, that's just my like basic education on law, and like I didn't go to college. I didn't go to any university or anything like that. That's
Anyone
just my
can
basic,
download their YouTube
yeah,
education.
right, my basic understanding of American law. Um and I could be wrong on the 75%, but that's just me speaking in layman's terms of how the American government works. So, it's time for another beer.
Oh, we got a fresh viewer. Because it was definitely down to 2, now it's 3, so it went up.
Woo! Welcome, viewer, whoever you are. It's probably a repeater. It was only 2? That means it was just me and you talking for like an hour.
Yeah.
Somebody came back. No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, because I've had a blast talking to you. So,
Once a 3-year hangout. No.
right.
Oh, I just found a video of mine.
Uh-oh.
I just found an old video of mine. I'm gonna watch it. Looks fascinating.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is when I rode a Gixxer 600. That sounds fun. Oh, this is gonna be good. Maybe I'll have a sport bike one day.
I have absolutely no desire to watch any of my old videos. And I
Really, it's like reliving it. It's good.
tell everybody not to watch my old videos because they suck. Oh, it's Nev.
Isn't this why we make videos so you can relive it? Maybe you haven't made quality ones.
Oh no, my old videos suck, man. Like I will eventually make good quality content, but as of right now, no.
There's certainly some I wouldn't want to watch again.
Yeah. I do really miss the old days of whenever the other guys live would do their live streams, and
What?
then I really miss when the other guys live would do their live streams on Friday night in America, and then the Aussies would do their live stream, but it would be like Saturday night for the Aussies, but
That's
it'd be
now.
like exactly it'd be Saturday morning, which is right now for me. um it would be Saturday morning for me, and then I would do live stream Saturday night, which would be Sunday morning for y'all. And I would stay up all weekend.
And there'll
It'd
be
be like,
MX Tex will be there.
yeah, it'd
Just
be it'd
Tex.
be from Friday night until like Sunday afternoon. It was just nonstop live streams. I
Yeah.
would stay up, literally stay up for like 48 hours on the weekend in these live streams. It's crazy.
Well, the other guys are still going.
Yeah, but the Aussies, they don't do live streams anymore. So I
Yeah.
mean, this is
Oh, this
you
one.
doing live stream is the first time in a year that
Oh,
you've done one.
oh.
So, but also the Monday night live stream uh, with Ian 187 and the rest of the Super Faggot Force, they don't do that live stream anymore.
No. Busy.
And I used to do a live stream every Saturday night here, and I don't do that anymore. There used to be a Sunday morning live stream, and I can't remember who did that. And there was a Sunday night live stream, and I don't remember who did that either. So, and they don't do those. So it's basically um, the Friday night live stream, and that's about it.
Yeah, the other guys. Yeah, well, no one's got time for that.
Nah, not anymore.
Ian 187's obviously has a life.
Yeah, he's all into keto and all that shit now.
Yeah, right. He's
Well,
buff.
he also has a full time job as well, so
Yeah, exactly.
can't blame him for that.
But who isn't? Who doesn't have a full-time job?
There's very few people that have
Like
uh,
like Jake
a lot. Yeah, there's very few people that can maintain a YouTube career.
or a live stream career.
That too.
Well, technically, I did it for over a year for sure. But whatever.
I did it for like 2 years, and I couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah, no, it would have been 2 years.
And that was with me not having a life whatsoever. Like I didn't even have a job at the time.
Actually, when I did live streams, I wasn't working. I was working 4 days, so it was okay.
Right. Yeah, I didn't have a job at
Now I'm
all.
working 70 hours a week.
Yeah, that's how I am. I work on a tugboat, so I'm gone for 2 weeks at a time. So I work 2 weeks on the boat, and then I'm off 1 week. That's the only reason why I'm here right now is because I don't have shit to do tomorrow or the next day. So
Yeah, I got to wake up in 9 hours and go to work,
right, exactly.
and then go to sleep, and then go to work, and then go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
No time to internet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what stopped me from making videos is losing all the audio from a whole bunch of stuff. From the
Yeah.
GoPro 5, losing all my audio.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I plug
I
in
think
power and microphone, half the time, not even consistent, half the time it loses audio. Zero audio.
from the GoPro 5,
Yeah,
and that's not the session, just the 5
just the
itself.
5.
Wow.
And it's so random. Like, I, it can work, and then you pull over, you stop for a while, you turn the camera off, turn it back on. Well, no audio for the rest of the day or whatever. Promise.
Right. So you'd record for like 30 minutes, and then the rest of the day it's just like
No,
garbage. No
just,
audio.
yeah, nothing.
Wow.
Or you could turn it on and straight away it could have no audio.
Right.
But it's only when I plug power. It's only ever happened when I put power onto it as well. So
Huh.
technically, I could run off the GoPro battery and have audio,
Right.
but I don't do that. I'm riding more than an hour. If I'm going for a ride,
Right. Exactly.
so I've always run power, and then it's just a toss of the coin if you get audio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The I sounds like you need to get a different GoPro
hey.
or a Sony or
Well, you can't go to
some
6.
other
Like you could
some
guarantee
other
if you
action
get a
cam.
GoPro 4, it would work all the time.
Right.
But yeah, I've never not gone
I went
backwards.
I went with the 5 session, and I've had perfect audio quality
Yeah.
every time.
Do you use power at the same time though?
Yeah, I
So
had
you
a like an external
battery pack.
um, battery pack that
Yeah,
would
and you plug
power
that
the
in,
entire
and
thing.
you plug in the microphone.
Right. I had Jake the Garden Snake's audio setup. I still have it. But I haven't hooked it up to my new helmet. So I just recently bought a new helmet, like within the past couple months, and I just haven't hooked anything up. I've been wanting to make some mounts that are more aerodon. Jesus, can't talk. Aer-
Aerodynamic.
Aerodynamic. Um, and I was gonna make it out of this polymorph plastic. It's like a plastic beads that you can melt in water, hot water,
What's wrong with the
and
GoPro mounts?
there nothing. There's nothing
What
wrong with
I've
Go.
done with them is you put a bit of tape, just sticky tape, on the leading
Right,
edge, so it's flat
right,
instead of have grooves in it.
right. No, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the curvature of the helmet with like the battery pack and the
Where's the battery pack?
so I don't know where I'm gonna put it on the new helmet, but
I don't put it on the helmet. I
with the
put it in my
old
pocket.
the old well, I don't want to do that with the old with I didn't want to do that with the old helmet, and I don't want to do that with the new helmet. I want to mount them directly on the helmet so that I don't have all this luggage that's going to be in my pockets.
It's
So
just one battery in your chest pocket on your jacket.
but that's cords hanging
And then
down
the cord that I
and
use is an like a extendable cord,
yeah, but it's still cords hanging
right?
down
And it's
and
so thin that it just doesn't affect anything.
right, but I'm one of those assholes that squids. So
You don't have
I
a jacket pocket,
I don't have a jacket.
chest pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
I don't even have a
But you
chest
can't do it
pocket or
then.
anything
But
like. Right.
do you really need to power it if you're squidding? Like how far
Because
isn't squidding mean
for
a short
me,
distance ride?
no,
No, so you
not for
mean
me.
all permanently squidding? Okay. You mean going,
No, not permanent, not permanently squidding. I do wear a jacket every now and then.
but for
Um,
longer rides though, right? So when you would need the battery, that's what I'm saying.
it's more when I just feel like I want to wear a jacket. Like it's hit or miss for me. Like I'll wear gear some days and I'll wear no gear the next day. Like it just depends on my mood.
Nothing to do with the ride distance then.
No, nothing to do with ride distance. Like the other day, I rode probably 200. I would say 150 miles
Mm.
and I had no gear. I had short sleeve shirt, my helmet. Um, I always wear gloves, like riding gloves and steel toe boots, and jeans. But whether I wear a jacket or not is a different story. Like I'm never gonna wear shorts. I'm never gonna wear flip flops. I'm never gonna not wear a shirt. But like I always have a helmet, uh, gloves, steel toe boots, or really high boots. Like I'm not gonna wear shoes or flip flops or thongs, as you
Wear
guys
your
call
high
them.
boots and wear your shorts.
Right, right, exactly. So like I think it's more of whether I wear a jacket or not, and
Yeah, and if you had a jacket, you can do your battery.
right, and I don't always wear a jacket,
And
so
what's the reason?
I
Is it just
would rather
convenience?
I it's
You don't have
convenience,
to carry your jacket.
it's heat,
Yeah, and temperature.
because I live in Florida, so it's sometimes it's freaking it's Aussie weather. It
Summer
really
weather.
is.
Summer.
Yeah, summer Aussie weather all the time.
Hmm.
So,
It's getting
um,
cold now.
right,
Or less Queensland weather. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
right, yeah, because y'all are reverse from us. So, um, but yeah, I just sometimes I feel like wearing a jacket, sometimes I don't. Definitely during the winter here, I definitely wear a jacket all the time. But like during the summer, like I may wear a jacket because I want to feel safe, and I may not wear a jacket because I just don't give a fuck. So, um,
There's definitely when you don't wear gear, there's definitely a like more freedom in movement.
right. But I am taking that own. I'm taking my own risk. Like I should wear all the gear all the time. I should.
You know, it's really good leathers.
Right.
Leathers are the
Even
best for gripping the tank.
well,
I slide around so much when I wear anything else. It's just irritating.
see, I I I don't have a
You don't have
bike
leathers.
that's that I need leathers.
Ah,
That's the main
doesn't matter.
thing. It's just
I used to
I
have a
have
150 and I wore leathers sometimes.
right, and I have he said I have a 1993 a 26-year-old bike, and it's carbureted. It's slow as shit. Like it's the one of the worst bikes that you can have on the road, other than a Harley, like an old ass Harley. The newer Harleys are okay, but like the older Harleys, like I basically have a lower version of an old Harley that I'm riding on the road, and the damn thing will only get up to maybe
Oh, look, there's
120 miles per hour.
Nev
So
was in the chat for a minute.
yeah, I said hi to him. I don't know if he heard me or not,
Did you?
but yeah,
I didn't hear you say that.
I said, "Hey, Nev's here."
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, and then he's like, "It's only me," and he's like, "Silence golden," and I was like, okay."
Was it
And he's like,
silence that was happening, was it?
"Night."
I don't think there
That
was any
that was
silence.
that was whenever we didn't have something to say for like 30 seconds.
Oh. Oh, I wasn't looking.
Yeah, I was watching the side chat the whole time, but apparently he wanted to go to bed. So.
Yeah.
No, I did say hi to him. He didn't respond, and I guess it's because I
I
didn't
didn't even
type in
respond.
the side chat or anything like that. But yeah, it's really hit or miss for me with riding gear. Like I'm not gonna wear gear all the time. I just I have tattoos on my arms, and I would really like
That makes
to.
you feel more protected.
No, I would really like to keep my tattoos, and that should make me really want to wear gear all the time.
Mhm.
Um, but at the same time, I'm like, it's only skin. It'll heal, and I could probably get the tattoo replaced eventually after like a year of healing. Like, I don't know what my mindset is. I don't know. I'm an idiot, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm a fucking retard.
But leathers are the best. I need to go on leather.
Oh,
Put my
dude,
leathers on.
I would love to have a fucking pair of
I need
leathers.
to. I need to go for a ride with my leathers on. It'd be fun.
Dude, if I had a better bike, if I had a like a I don't know, like a 2000 or better bike. No, I would say 2005 or better bike.
As long as your brakes work, you need leathers.
I would wear, and I had the money to afford leathers. Now, leathers are not that expensive. You're talking what, $1,000 for a good pair of leathers?
Maybe. I
How
didn't pay
how
that much.
how much are leathers?
I don't know, 300-400 Australian, like a jacket or pants each.
Okay. Yeah, so that's about. mm,
It's like $500 over there, right?
I don't know
It's
if
like
the
800 here,
Australian.
$500 over there.
I don't know what the exchange rate is. Let me check. I'm gonna Google this. Australian dollar.
Let me just go to the sport bike shop and change it to American dollars and see what the
All right,
price is.
so Australian dollar. So you're saying $400? Yeah, that's not
Origin
bad.
destination.
$400. 400 Australian dollars is 275 American dollars. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
not bad.
like $500.
500 bucks.
Let me.
Yeah, I could do that. But I also write now, and this is no excuse. I'm not making excuses, but I ride a slow ass bike. I do, and now I know that
Here we go.
most motorcycle accidents happen between 20 and like 35 miles per hour. So that what is that? That's 50 no 40 and 65 kilometers per hour. I could be totally wrong on that. Let me look that up. Kilometers per hour to miles per hour. All right. So miles per hour, 20. So 32 kilometers per hour to
Well, here we go. You could buy
72
my equivalent
kilometers per
jacket
hour.
for 254 American.
Right. So
It's not
I'm making excuses right
$1,000. It's
now.
not $1,000.
I should wear all the gear all the time because I can afford it, but I just
I'm just
I
saying it's more fun when you have grip,
I know, and I
and you
want,
might feel safer. Just try
but dude,
it.
my bike is just a piece of shit, man,
It's not just your
and
bike. It's not a bike related.
my body
It's
is
a
a piece of
riding.
shit, man.
It's a riding ability. A riding ability relevance.
Oh, my writing ability. Okay, so let's look at all the aspects. My bike is a piece of shit. My body is a piece of shit, and my writing ability is a piece of shit.
And you're not on the edge of the tire every 5 minutes.
Right, dude. Okay, so I'm not the best rider on the face of the planet. I'm no GP rider. Um, I when did I start riding? So I got my motorcycle endorsement in December of 2017. And I didn't start actually riding my personal bike until September of 2018. Now
Here we go.
I have had
Leather pants for
experience.
$200.
There you go. I have had experience on other bikes and other times in my life, but as far as like serious riding has just been within like the past 10 months, I would say. Is my my most experience riding. So, but and then again, that's more of an
You have a
excuse to get
car?
leathers. I should get
Do you
leathers
have a car?
because no, I don't.
Well, then you should have lots of different motorcycle gear.
Exactly. No, and I'm just solidifying your point that I should have gear.
I'm just
I
saying
was
I've found it more enjoyable to have
right because
leathers.
you're not scared. You're not worried about falling. You're not worried about
I'm worried about
high siding or low siding.
no. I'm not
Anything
that
like that.
advanced.
You're not worried about sliding out. You're not worried
I'm more
about.
worried about sliding into the
You're not
tank.
worried about. Well, that too. You're not worried about. Yeah. See, I think my main fear is that.
You'll be judged by people wearing leathers.
No. I think that people that wear leathers are cool as shit. Like I'm not judging
Does
them
look cool,
because
eh?
they're wearing the proper gear. I think that they are smart. I think people that wear all the gear all the time are smart. They're smarter than I. Um I think in Florida is more of the gear is not going to help me if I get into an accident because I feel like the main
Oh no,
accident.
and you shouldn't assume that it will either.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think that the main accident that I'm going to get into in Florida is I'm going to broadside somebody. I'm
You are.
going to T-bone them and I'm going to fly over their vehicle or just smash right into their vehicle. So
Well,
at that point in
leather might
time,
keep you together.
it might keep the leather together. I don't think it's going to
Keep
keep my
your body together.
internals together.
Yeah, no, you just.
So that's my argument on all this. I think that I would fly over this vehicle and yeah, leathers might help
You'd
with the
still,
road
if you're flying
rash.
over it, yeah, you're gonna have road. Yeah, you're gonna slide.
It's going to help with the road rash. But as far as like the impact, I'll probably
How about the other
be
guys
dead on
who
impact.
like to intentionally dive? Have you heard that?
Uh
Have you heard that?
no.
I think it was Louis. I
So
think I remember it
what is
was.
this?
Is Louis? That's a guy, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Over there, he was in the Hangouts back in the day.
No
He
idea.
did like art. He did some art for people. But he was saying
Can't remember.
he had to fall over, or he couldn't stop in time, so he had to dive or whatever. What was the word?
He had to dive?
He had to like bail. He had to lay it. Oh, he had to lay it down.
He had to lay it down. Okay. Well, see, here's my standpoint on that.
Obviously, you
I'm
don't.
never going to lay a bike down.
Yeah, right. Stay on your
I
bike. Stay on the brakes.
exactly.
Yeah.
I will never lay a bike down ever. I'm not going to do that.
Well, that's good. So then you would fly over. Okay. Yeah.
I would rather fly over a vehicle than slide under a vehicle.
Mm.
That's my standpoint because
Well,
I have
you're not going under though. You're just going into it.
or that. Like if I know I'm gonna broadside a vehicle, I'm gonna try to jump. I think.
Yeah.
Now this is just my pre crash
The
like
problem is
examination of
still smash into handbars.
yeah, I think that I'm gonna do this. What's really gonna happen is I'm probably
Legs
gonna
apart. Legs
broadside a
apart.
fucking
Jump.
yeah,
Legs apart.
I'm probably gonna broadside a freaking semi truck or
Yeah.
something like that, and I'm just gonna splat and dead. But now, God forbid that ever happens. But like, my main ideal is that I would rather like hit like a sedan or something like that, and I'd be able to like just fly over it and like maybe land on my ass. Yeah, I might
Or
get a
maybe
little
land on
road
your
rash
feet.
on my or
Be one of
that
those
too.
viral videos.
Yeah, land on my feet or land on my feet and then like smash my face on the ground, but I'll have a full face helmet, so I won't have to worry about any repercussions of my face getting fucked up worse than it already is, and I'll be all right. But in those instances, any broadside, like me hitting a vehicle broadside, I don't think that leathers are going to help me out. That I think that's my main argument why I don't have leathers right now. Now, in the future, if I
Well,
ever get a more powerful bike, like if I get a leader bike, if I get a 1000, I think that I will definitely invest in getting leathers. Definitely. But
well,
as of right now, there. And what's the difference between a 600 and a 1000? The acceleration. There's no excuse for me not having leathers right now. I should have leathers right now. I should have leathers having 150 or 250 or 300. I should. But I think that's just me um just it's me not giving a fuck is what it
I
is.
don't think it's about the protection anyway. I don't have leathers for the protection. Well, at least, well, technically, probably bought them for the protection, technically. But in at
But
this
you're
moment
seeing you're
now,
seeing benefits in other ways other
at
than
this
the
moment now, it's
protection.
not for the protection. It's for the
Right.
grip on the tank and the
You're seeing grip on the
yeah
tank. You're seeing
bitterness.
being able
More
to lean
comfortable.
further.
Yeah,
You're more comfortable. You're able to take corners tighter
I can.
and scrape your
Mm,
knee or whatever.
no, probably
And
not.
you
Well,
you
technically, yes.
honestly, but you could go to a track and you wouldn't have to rent leathers. You could just
Oh, yeah,
bring your own leathers and you would be able to scrape a knee if you really
suppose
honestly wanted to.
maybe.
If you were able to, if you felt like going full MotoGP.
Yeah. At the same time, it's not about that. It's more comfort.
It's more about comfort, it's more about um gripping the tank, all that. Okay.
Yeah, at this stage. So, but technically, I probably bought it
So
thinking of more protection.
what kind of bike do you have?
At the moment, I have an MT09,
What uh
MT09 at Yamaha.
oh, okay. I was gonna say that looks like a Yamaha.
Oh, but yeah, no, in the picture here, that's a
What's the
150.
picture? Oh, okay.
That was my 150 that I had before.
You need to update your picture, man.
Yep. Even the van has changed.
So let me ask you what the inspiration behind your logo is. So
Addicted to the
you
road.
have your Yamaha, you have your van, and you have your road bike or
Addicted to
your
the road.
okay,
My van is my work vehicle,
okay,
and then obviously two other road vehicles. Not mountain bike, not a dirt bike. Road vehicles.
right. No, I that's why I said it was your road bike.
Yeah, it's addicted to the road is the I guess what it shows.
Okay, okay, and I that's a good. It's a good logo. I like your logo. I like it a lot.
Yeah, but it's definitely out of date. I've definitely changed my motorbike and changed the van,
Right.
and I don't even remember the
Not the
last time
road
I
bike
rode.
though.
I don't even know the last time I rode that bicycle. I use my more casual road bike, road bicycle at the moment. It's more easy. You just jump on
Right.
that bike.
You gotta
You
like
have to go.
clip in
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that. Yeah.
So I haven't done that for like over a year at least.
Put on your Trekkie pants.
Yeah, I haven't done that. Too much effort. I was
Heard
tempted to
that.
sell it at some point, but I was like, yeah, maybe I'll use it.
Right. Why is my settings set at 240? That's weird. Should be getting at least 750 or 740. I mean, 750. What am I talking? It's all blurry. I was like, what is this going on right now on the YouTube side? Um, Anyway, that's a me problem. Um, yeah, I like that logo. It's cool. Um, it shows all your aspects of your life, uh, road wise, um,
Yep,
in one
I
logo.
work on the
That's
road
cool.
and other things on the road as well.
Right, right. Yeah, that's cool. I've been thinking about changing up my logo, but I don't know what I want to do with it. The skull is I just like skulls. So it was just a logo that I came up with out of nowhere. The little emblem on the forehead is just my signature that I do with all my paintings that I do. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing something different, but like
I
also
should.
my like YouTube channel and I want to create a new banner, and I think that's just gonna have to happen with time because there's a lot of stuff that I want to get into that I haven't gotten into yet that I'm gonna have to incorporate into the banner.
Hmm.
So my banner is my more like what I'm more worried about than the logo itself. So I don't know. I'm just here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
What would I don't see why you'd worry about it if you're not making any videos.
Exactly. So I'm planning on making videos in the future, but um, as of right now, it's just live streams,
I see what
and
you've done with your banner
those
though.
live streams, the live streams are so few and far between.
I see what you've done with your banner though.
Yeah, well, that was my original banner that I first created back in 2015, 2016. I
Oh,
can't
but it's still
remember when it
relevant.
was. Yes, exactly. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah,
you don't
yeah, that's
you don't have many videos.
That's because I put a lot of them private because a lot of them, the majority of them were live streams,
Yeah,
and I just don't want my live streams
no, not
publicly
permanently.
available
Not
anymore.
permanently. No.
Because they're they're not very family friendly, for one, and they're not something that I want other people to go back and watch because I don't know. I
In
just
comparison, I have too many videos. Oh wait, and I
right.
scroll down half the way, and it's like Hangouts. But you wouldn't see that.
Right.
Or unlisted.
But I plan on making more videos soon. I'm gonna and honestly the reason why I don't have a lot of videos is because I like I said, like I just started writing uh just last year. So I don't have many motovlogs. I have like probably 10 motovlogs recorded that are on my PC that I haven't edited yet. And other than that, I have a couple mini bike motovlogs that I did, but that's about it. And the rest of them are like how-to videos and stupid like old like didn't know how to edit anything videos, and then like some art videos, and that's about it. So I plan on making more motovlogs. I just bought an RV, and
You can't put your motorbike in there.
I'm gonna do an RV build
Can you put your
of
motorbike in
that.
there?
No, but I can put
Oh,
it on the outside. I'm gonna
hmm.
build like a rack for it or buy a rack
Someone will nick
for
it.
it. Well, maybe. Let's hope not.
Check out that video I put in the Hangout.
What's this?
It's 5 seconds.
Whoa, whoa. What the hell is that? Truck passing at 210 kilometers per hour. Wait, go back. Just what are you in? What is this?
That was a van. That
You're
was a
in a
transit.
van.
That was a transit van.
What the hell? It's crazy.
Back in 2009.
Wow.
That is crazy though. Imagine a head on.
Dead. Dead news bears. That's what that is. Hey, I'll be right back. All right.
Sure.
All right. I'm back.
Wow.
Well, hell. Four is awake. Why isn't he here?
What? You don't.
Old
He's probably not even subbed to my channel.
what's his name? I know his real name. I just don't know his. Oh, uneven edits. He's here. He's awake. Why isn't he here?
What do you mean on his Instagram or something?
No, on Facebook. I'm
Oh,
friends with all these cunts
I
on.
didn't even advertise this saying it.
Oh, well.
I didn't put on Instagram or anything.
What is this guy's name? I know his real name. I just don't want to blast his real name on air because I know that he doesn't want me to. Don't remember his name. There's like 4 or 5 Aussies that I'm gonna hang out with, and they should be here.
Well, you could chuck him the link. I'll probably
Let me
go
do
off
that.
here soon, but you could, if they're in here, you can chat to them.
Let me do that. Wait, let me here. What is it? Let me see if this. All right. sent it to 3 people,
Oh,
and I can't remember their
be
real
lucky to get
names.
one.
Right. The one that I can't remember his YouTube name, he was the only one that responded. Forey and Uneven Edits didn't respond. So
You
we'll
don't even
see.
know their YouTube name.
No, I don't know his YouTube name. Probably because I'm not subscribed to him. Because I'm a asshole of a friend.
I'm not even on Facebook. I don't even use it.
Well, they blow up my, like, we're in a group on Facebook, and I I don't talk to them that much. I really just like mute the conversation because I just, it's so much. They're always posting memes and always talking about random crap. I'm just like, ugh, get out of here.
Just looking at my old video. It says Hero 3 Plus versus Hero 4.
Nice.
Oh, so I'm looking at my thoughts were. Oh, it totally made sense back then. I was definitely advocating for the 3s over the 4s because the battery life. What was I getting? I was getting like 3 hours battery life because I had the battery extra battery backpack thing. Actually, it was 3.5 hours. Where the 4s obviously had just come out, so they didn't have any options. But now they got the plug in your cable at the back, and you're good. So I guess that video isn't necessarily relevant anymore. And the
Right.
fours eventually overtook the 3s, but at the time, the 3s were better. And although no, the 3 would technically still be more convenient than the 4. But with the 4, you'd be able to have all day recording with a battery instead of 3 hour. Like, it'd be better than 3 hour. But you have to change the SIM card, the memory card anyway, every 4 hours.
Yeah.
So the 3's better. Yeah, never mind. It's still good. So the 3's better because you don't have a cable running to it. Yeah. So Liberal has won the election. That's a surprise. Like the betting agencies are like $1.10 for Labor winning, maybe $5 to Liberal, something like that. So if you put $100 on Liberal, you would have got $500. That's what the radio is saying anyway.
Wow.
So it was that unlikely for Liberal to win, but they've won. Okay. So we'll end the hangout there because that's technically what the hangout was about, although it was also intended up. Look, Unknown Fox is who you sent the link to.
Yeah, I did notice that your the live stream was about politics.
Oh yeah, technically, but it was if anyone was coming in or
Try to stay away from that.
catching up
I
on
mean,
last
yeah.
year's.
Oh, and then Fox is here.
So there
So
you go.
he's
That's his
a little
YouTube.
bit late on saying who's here. Unless my browser just isn't refreshing in time.
So Sig. No, I don't think he's watching anymore. He's just commenting the left. Oh no, here he is in the chat in the Hangout. Or was this?
There he is.
Hello.
I couldn't remember if you said your name on YouTube or not. So we were talking about it earlier. I was like, well, I sent Fori and Uneven Edits link, and I can't remember the other guy's YouTube name.
He only recently posted a video, didn't he? I don't really watch
No, we'll go off
moto
here.
vloggers.
Obviously, liberals on.
Right. That's how I am too.
Bye
I'm like,
bye.
I don't remember.
Viewers, future viewers. I'll leave this on my channel.
I don't remember how to post shit or join his live streams, but I'll send him a link because he's in fucking Kent's goddamn hang
More than
our
two
little
chromosomes chat.
yeah, our little fucking side chat that we have. God damn it.
Oh.